Hello everyone, part 3 now of the sewing etui that we're doing. We finished off yesterday part 2 where we were going to stitch the sides to the base of the sewing etui, and I've done that. And I've gone on and done the smaller section in exactly the same way, with the little base face up and the 4 sides face down. Right, when you've done that, it'll be time to do the liners for the top of each card here. So I'll just show you how to do that. We'll do the small one. There's your fabric. There's your card. And what I've done here, I've just put a bit of double-sided tape on that side. Popped some wadding on top to keep it in place. You can use a glue stick if you want to. It's just to keep that wadding in place while you get some scissors and cut to size. And you need to cut the wadding exactly to the same side of each it's got to be the same all the way around, cut to the side of the oblong card. Don't go over, otherwise it'll be too bulky when you fold your fabric in. So does that make sense? I don't feel as though I'm making much sense today. Right, so you've got your wadding on your card. Put it wadding face down onto the fabric. Now, as you know, I'm using double-sided tape. If you don't want to do that, use glue, any type of glue. And do exactly the same as you did with the main fabric, fold in the corners. This is good double-sided tape, it sticks your fingers as well. I can't remember where I had this from. I think it was from a craft fair, somebody selling up, and it's been marvellous. This one's a little bit. Right, so cover that in exactly the same way, fold in the corners. And do exactly the same with the larger size, for the larger one. Just need some glue to finish this one off. So when you've done that, you will have 4 of the larger ones and 4 of the smaller ones. It's at this stage that you have to decide whether you want to put elastic on. You just wrap your elastic around and put a few stitches in to keep it in place. Make sure you can get your finger underneath so that it's easy to slide things in. So you can use elastic or ribbon. I've done one with double elastic, one at the top, one at the bottom, so it'll hold something in a little bit more firmly than a single one. But it does depend what you're going to put in it. But for the smaller ones, I'm putting elastic on all 4 sides. On the 4th side, I'm going to put a pocket on the large one. And I've done a pocket in main fabric. And how you do your pocket, you cut a strip 21 by 12 centimetres turn over a hem at the top, leave a gap and thread some elastic through so that it fits all around the box. Pull it up so that it's gathered, and then you have to glue that into place. And what I do is glue there and there. You don't want a great deal of bulk, you see, or the box won't fold together very well. So I'll glue that down. As I've done there, glue that down, then fold the sides up. So you are ready then to tacky glue that down to the main box section. Let me show you. There's the main one. You'll be ready to tacky glue that in place, and the other three as well. Right, now when you're putting the tacky glue on, line these up so that you've got a tiny little space at the top, equal space at the bottom. And this is important, you need a gap at the top there. Don't glue it right to the very top like that, because you'll find your box won't close and the lid won't go on very well. So it's got to be equidistant, top and bottom. So tacky glue all around the edges and in the middle. Pop it down. And what I do is I get a spare piece of cardboard, place it on top, and then I get some clothes pegs and peg it all the way around to keep it flat. If you want to, you can put a heavy weight on there, but this is the time consuming part. You have to wait for these to dry completely. Make sure that they're flat. I'll put about 4 pegs down each side. Make sure it's flat. You need a lot of pegs or do one at a time. It's entirely up to you. So that's the next thing to do. Glue all those on top. I've just got to make another pocket for the 4th side, and then that one will be ready. You can carry on and do exactly the same with the smaller ones. And you can see now how your box is beginning to take shape. That will go in the centre with all the liners on top there. And at this stage, it's up to you. At this stage, you can either put the outer base, which is about 9.5 square, one of the pieces that you cut, covering your main fabric. You can glue it now, and it might be an idea to do that. Some people like to leave it right at the end, but just make sure that you've got that lined up so that it's the same on all 4 sides. Right, put your tacky glue on here and here. Line it up, put a heavy weight in the middle, leave that to dry until it's completely sealed. I think I'm going to do that first, then put these on. Sometimes I'll leave it to the end to do that, but I think it might be a little bit better to do it at this stage. Then put those on. Then we'll be ready to glue this base to this base. Okay ladies, I think you've got enough there to be going on with. You can keep stopping and going back with the video obviously, and I hope you'll be able to follow that. Any questions, just ask me. And when you've done all that, we'll go on to part 4, which will be the lid. So I'll leave that with you ladies, and bye for now. Bye.